Heavy snowfall blasts the central and eastern UP regions. A ship gets torn into pieces on Lake Michigan. Welcome to another episode of Yooper Snow Chronicles, a short history of winter weather events from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I'll be talking about April 8th in the years of 2010 and back in history on 1871. I hope you enjoy today's winter weather history from the Upper Peninsula. I'm Yooper Steve, a National Weather Service co-op weather observer here in the Keweenaw. Let's get started. On April 8th in 2010, a low-pressure system moved from the plains into lower Michigan, producing moderate to heavy snowfall over portions of the central Upper Peninsula and in the eastern UP during the evening hours of the 7th through the 8th. National Weather Service in Marquette County had a daily record snowfall of 9.8 inches of snow. The snow was heavy and it contributed to hazardous driving conditions, also poor visibility at times in Alger and Marquette counties. The observer over in Munising to the east measured 6.5 inches of heavy wet snow in less than a 24-hour period. Over to the east, a small portion of Chippewa County, areas near Pickford and Paradise, saw about 5 to 7 inches of snow. Meanwhile, to the further east, in Sault Ste. Marie, they measured about 7.2 inches of snow. Observers through much of Delta County to the south of Marquette measured a widespread 4 to 7 inches of heavy wet snow in less than a 24-hour period. Now further south than that, the observer near Norway measured about 4 inches of heavy wet snow in about a 12-hour period. Now widespread snowfall of 3 to 5 inches of wet snow reported across Menominee County in the evening of the 7th and into the morning of the 8th. Now let's go back in history a little bit and do some nautical history here. On April 8th in 1871, the two-mast, 136-foot wood schooner named Thomas Kingsford, while carrying corn, was damaged after hitting an ice floe on Lake Michigan. Now damage was too extensive to save it, and it quickly sank on Wag Un Schwanse Reef in the Straits of Mackinac on Lake Michigan, only about 25 feet from the lighthouse pier. The big wrecker Leviathan tried to pull the ship up to shallower waters, but salvage operations were unsuccessful. The ship was later washed off further into Lake Michigan by a storm, at which point it then split into more pieces from stern to stem. Much of her gear, like anchors, rigging, and chains, were later salvaged by a Chicago wrecker captain named Michael Beffel in the sloop D.M. Norton. The Thomas Kingsford was built in the year of 1856 in Oswego, New York. Thanks for watching another episode of Yooper Snow Chronicles from the Michigan's Upper Peninsula. I'm Yooper Steve. Stay tuned for the next video, and stay cold, my friends, because I'm staying cold here in the UP of Michigan.